Pyramids of Giza, look. There they are. Need to buy a ticket.
Oh, let's go.
We've bought our tickets. It was 200 per person. You guys ready to see the pyramids of Giza? Let's turn this camera around. 3, 2, 1, boom!
The 3 pyramids and the Sphinx.
It's okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Give one
Thank you.
Casanova.
Casanova.
One photo.
Thank you.
One photo together, my friend.
It's okay, we're gonna walk there. Thank you.
My friend. My brother.
It's alright, shukran. Thank you.
Look, my friend. Together? Not 200. I give you 150.
It's okay, thank you. We're just gonna walk now a little bit.
Nothing, my friend. Really. By Camel, you look good pyramid, good photo, good ride, good everything, and finishing come back, you go in Sphinx.
It's okay, thank you.
We made it to the panorama viewpoint. It was not an easy task. And fortunately it's not too hot, but it's still a bit difficult to walk on the sand.
The pyramids of Giza.
Wow.
Wow. They're having a party down there. You can hear them.
I can hear them.
Can't believe that we are
Here.
finally here. One of the great wonders of the world.
Wow.
Speechless.
Still very overwhelmed by Egypt and all the ancient things around here. It's really unbelievable.
Ah,
And Egypt was on my bucket list for very, very long, was on the top of my bucket list. But somehow throughout the years it kind of fell down to the bottom of the list. But so glad we made it. So glad.
never in a million years I thought that
Egypt.
once we were going to be here.
Yeah, and Egypt was going to be so amazing like it is. I mean, the history is amazing in itself, but history now, like more than Egypt, is still amazing. Love it.
They're still singing down there.
I'm very happy.
I don't know if the
I
camera...
don't know if they're as happy as we are though. Okay, let's talk about the pyramids.
This is all desert, as you can see, all desert. And the pyramids sit right over here. And Cairo city is about
8 or 14 kilometers from downtown Cairo. I think it's like 14 kilometers from downtown Cairo. But obviously there's Giza city, which is much closer to Giza desert.
yeah, Giza city. It's around there.
This part here. Pharaohs would believe they'll become some sort of gods in the afterlife, and that's why they built these massive pyramids during the Old Kingdom, so people could still worship them after their death. So after this, they then moved to the Valley of the Kings in Luxor. And why? Because this was too obvious. There were so many treasures hidden inside, and people would go inside and rob everything they possibly could, because the pharaohs would be buried with all the riches they would possibly need for the afterlife. So that's why they then moved to the Valley of the Kings. We have a video on that, so if you want to see it, we'll leave it somewhere here and you can click and head over to that video. But now let's talk about the pyramids. There is these 3 smaller ones here. They belong to the wives of the pharaohs or higher elites, and the pharaohs would be buried in the bigger ones.
And that one over there has a smooth casting, as you can see. That's how the whole of the pyramids used to look like, with a limestone finished. But throughout the years, people have robbed that limestone to build the Cairo city and some mosques.
And obviously the limestone over the years obviously has been deteriorating.
Yeah.
So that's why there's only a little bit on the top left, but the pyramids used to be all smooth and perfectly like this.
Like a
The
smooth finish.
Smooth line finish on top of what it looks now a little bit of a mess.
And this used to reflect the sun, so you can see the pyramids from far
Far away
from Giza.
from here, yeah. This is massive. You probably don't know how massive this is, but this is a massive complex. And it's not just the pyramids, this is a whole complex around here, and it took us like, it looks like it's very close, but it took us probably like 15 minutes to cross from the pyramids to this hill here.
You can take also camel rides and horses, but to be honest, we saw that they weren't treated nicely.
Yeah, we felt a bit sorry for the animals, and we decided that we didn't want to be part of it, so
Yeah.
we walked.
We've taken camel rides in India and they were fairly treated, they were nice, and also in the Sahara Desert in Morocco.
Yeah.
But these
that
ones,
was obviously still a long time ago. We were not very well educated on how
oh,
animals.
you can hear that? It's him hitting the horses.
Well, now you can only hear them shouting, but sometimes you can hear like the whip
Yeah.
sound. But anyway, we felt a bit sorry for the animals. That's why we didn't come. We
yeah.
didn't come from there to here on any ride of any sort. We just walked. But it's up to you. It's on people's conscience, whatever they do. We don't judge. We don't say do it or don't do it. It's up to the people and the person, whatever feels right for you.
Yeah. We have seen like a few horses that have been, they're well fed, they're fat, and they don't have any marks of
The whip.
the whip,
thing,
yes.
Yeah. We have seen animals being treated nicely, but majority we feel sorry for them. So we walk.
Do you think they had booby traps inside of the pyramids like in the movies?
No, I think they probably had.
Some curses.
No, I think they probably had like a labyrinth. Not a labyrinth, but they had like
A maze.
a way that was not like in the Valley of the Kings, a way that was not completed to fool people,
Oh, I see.
and then the right way was in a different direction. I think they probably had that inside. We're not gonna go inside the pyramids because you can't really see anything. Just for the purpose of saying that, oh, we've been inside one. I mean, there's not really nothing to see over there.
You can enter these two. This is the biggest one. I know it doesn't look like, but
I think you can
that
enter
one.
the three.
Can you? That one, the biggest one, you have to pay an extra 400 Egyptian pounds, and this one is 100, which is the smaller one. You just go like in deep into the.
Yeah, you go like in a
In a
tunnel
chamber.
inside, and then you see the tomb. There's nothing in the tomb. There's nothing on the walls. No
Not anymore.
inscriptions or anything.
Because it's been robbed. It was too obvious. That's why they stopped building pyramids and moved to the Valley of the Kings.
But that was much later on in the Egyptian history. This was built during the Old Kingdom. Around, I think, the oldest pyramid, the bigger one, around 4,500 years old. It was, the king was from the 8th or 9th dynasty.
And it was
And-
called Khafru?
Khufu.
Khufu.
Khufu king. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Khufu king. And in the Valley of the Kings, he was from, I think, the 20th dynasty, some sort.
Around
that area.
around 3,000 years ago.
Yes, much later.
Much later on in the story. It's a bit windy. Hope that the sound is okay.
I'm sure it will be okay.
Right. Let's walk through the desert. And this is how you can tell we are in the desert.
Everything's
Just like in the movies.
There's no life around here. It's
Oh.
unbelievable to see, like, here is complete desert. There's nothing. There's no life. There's nothing here. But just a few kilometers away, it's a whole city, the biggest city in Africa.
And I've read that the Nile used to cross here, so it's much closer to the pyramids, and they used to transport the large blocks through the river in big boats. So that's why they could build these gigantic structures. Will still baffles scientists today and archaeologists.
Yeah.
How the hell were
Did
the
they
pyramids?
build this? Yeah.
There's more than 100 pyramids in Egypt, but these ones
Oh, I
obviously,
didn't know.
yeah, but these ones are the most famous ones.
Giza pyramid.
The Giza. Which one shall we go to? This one? smaller one, alright.
Because there's a nice, well, not so nice, but it's interesting story about the smaller one. You want me to tell you now?
You are teacher, no, teacher Yana. That's what they used to call you back in Malaysia.
Yeah, because I read before we go to the sites, I do a lot of research, I read a lot of articles, and I want to be informed before going. And it takes a lot of research and it's tiring to do all of this research.
This is the smallest one.
Yeah.
And you had the story for us,
Yeah, but
teacher Yana.
we have to go to the other side so I'll be able to tell the story properly.
Okay. Okay, we have arrived. There's a few blocks missing.
That's because the Sultan of Egypt in the 1100s decided that he wanted to take down the pyramids, and he started obviously with a smaller one, but it took them more than 6 months to do this, to take only this little bit of rocks, and the project was starting to get too expensive and the means as well, so they gave up. Fortunately for us, because we can still admire these magnificent buildings.
What was he thinking? Come on,
I don't
ruin.
know. He probably had some plan for it. He would not just be destroying this for no reason. He had a plan, but I couldn't find the reason why online. The only information was about how he done it. Well, he started doing it.
And now you can go inside, not on the big one, but through this ramp here.
But we've heard that there is nothing really to see inside. There's just a tunnel, and then you arrive to the chamber, and that's pretty much it. There is no paintings, hieroglyphics, or anything. So if you want to go inside something, we recommend going to the Valley of the Kings and go inside the tombs there. Much more interesting than the pyramids here. But you can still go for the sake of saying that you were inside of a pyramid, which is still impressive. We decided not to.
Okay, shall we visit the most famous one now? Let's go around this one.
And the most famous one for you, I don't know if it's for all of us, is the middle one. This is not the bigger one, this is the middle.
Aha. Yeah, the bigger one is behind this one. This is the smaller one out of the three. This is the second, and then the biggest one is behind.
Yeah, and there is, I think I've mentioned that before, there is in total 9 pyramids, 3 in front of this smaller one, and the other 3 in front of the bigger one there. So there's the 3 big ones, and then 3 in front of the smaller one, and then 3 in front of the bigger one. 9 in total, if that makes any sense.
Okay, let's walk around. And I forgot to mention, but
Portugal.
No, obrigado per Manuel.
no, it's okay. Thank you.
Hey, I'm a man, I'm not a boy.
Thank you. Shukran. Thank you.
Don't do
Shukran.
that. Hold this.
Ah.
Have a nice day. Arviva Manuel Jose.
Oh.
Okay. And now,
Look like a Sofia Loli.
One is enough.
No,
one
no,
is enough.
because I like Manuel Jose.
Oh, okay. Wow. Look at this. Shukran.
Shukran, viva Manuel Jose.
Manuel Jose. He won the African Cup. Talata time. African Cup.
African?
African Cup. African
Yes.
Champions League.
Yes.
Talata. One.
Manuel Jose.
Yes. Okay.
Viva Manuel Jose.
FIFA.
Shukran.
Obrigado.
No, it's okay. No.
No, I like Portugal.
Portugal.
E più to dam un pochino regalo per Coca-Cola. What is this in the back?
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
can give you. Okay, look at us now.
Ready for the desert.
In the end, obviously this was not free. He was just trying to sell. So we ended up paying 100 Egyptian pounds for this, and we also bought like 3 pyramids.
Which I really wanted to buy anywhere before leaving Egypt. I wanted to buy pyramids, which I did. And a lot of postcards.
This one is nice.
They are nice. You wanted postcards to send to your brother? Oh,
Tutankhamun's
Tutankhamun's mask.
golden mask.
And I don't know this.
It's Mo
Mo
Salah.
Salah.
It's Mo Salah with a golden mask. Half his face with half Tutankhamun's golden mask.
Oh,
So we got a few souvenirs.
yeah, we got a few souvenirs. I'm happy we didn't spend money on any rides. And people here kind of,
They need to make a living.
yeah, they need to make a living. And I mean, if we can share a little bit of what we have with them,
There's
we
not
are
a lot.
happy. We are happy. They are happy. Everybody's happy. And
And Manuel José is happy.
Yeah,
Also,
Manuel
I'm
José
sure
is
he's
happy
proud of us, Manuel
plus,
José.
if this happens to you, and if you definitely don't want to buy anything, you obviously say no straight away. We knew where this was going.
Obviously.
We're not
We're not dumb.
We're not thick. We know where this was going. If people just don't give free stuff for just because Manuel José is an amazing man and very well known here in Egypt. By the way, Manuel José,
He's a football coach of Al Ahly. He won the Africa Cup, which is like the Champions League of Africa, 3 times.
yeah. So,
So
everybody is very
He's
famous.
loved here in
He's
Egypt.
probably more famous than Cristiano Ronaldo here, because that's like many people say Cristiano Ronaldo when we say Portugal, but a lot of them also say Manuel José. So we knew where this was going, but we don't really mind. We like interacting with people and this kind of no, yeah, and like the negotiating
And it's cool.
things.
It's
And
cool, right?
it's cool for the experience. And now we can
Let's
take
rock these.
some pictures.
Let's take one right here. Oh, and as I was saying, before all of this, we are using Cristiana's phone again because there's an extra fee if you want to bring your camera. So we're using the
My
phone again.
And another advice that we can give you, bring plenty of water, because it's hot.
Alright, we're just gonna see something that was discovered just about a year ago. Right by the pyramids. They are discovering something new, I think, every year here.
No, Pharaoh. Not. You know, cartouche?
Cartouche.
Cartouche, name of the king, Simistan.
And there's rubbish.
This is a cartouche. What you mean the cartouche? The cartouche name of the king, same stamp. You understand me?
There's hieroglyphics here,
Hieroglyph also, yes.
but there's no inside of the pyramid.
I know inside pyramid, no. You see inside the pyramid?
No, we haven't been, no.
Yes, look, see, two statue out. Here, look, so.
Wait.
Two statue out. This is to the left, is also door.
Whoa.
This is secret tomb underground.
They are still excavating around the pyramids and discovering something new. Pyramids
Not
right here.
Facebook, not Facebook, not net.
No. It's a bit of a sandstorm. Can't really see now. We visited all 3. Oh, sandstorm. Whoa.
Oh, very good. This is beautiful. What's your name?
We visited all 3 pyramids. It's now time to leave. All right. So we got ourselves a taxi. We are passing through Haram Street. Today a little boy's dream and a little girl's dream came true. We visit the pyramids of Giza. We're heading now to downtown Cairo. We're paying 100 Egyptian pounds for the ride. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and we shall see you on the next one. Peace!